AITA for not loving and being disrespectful to my mother. AITA. This is a throwaway account. I 21, F. Is living with my mother 45, F. I have 2 other siblings, an older sister and a younger brother. Something happened earlier. I was doing my project when she started to police me about it, which is not the first time. I have been full of her BS, so I just said, "You do it." I mean, I did not mean to make her feel bad, but I just don't feel anything for her. No respect, nothing. Just pure hatred deep within me. Let's break down to you why. IDK if I'm the a-hole or what anymore. So I really need an outside view or opinion. It will be long, so please bear with me. Ever since I was young, I don't remember anything sweet she did for me besides a hug. Once, it's late at night, we're in bed and it's raining and our house was being built. She has always favored my older sister. I'm a middle child, which my older sister says I'm the black sheep of the family. She's the golden child, never did anything wrong. Once I was eating, she dipped her hand on my cup of water. I told my mother. I don't even want to call her my mother. It disgusts me so much. All I think of her is a biological mother. She's never a parent to me. She's AF * C king piece of SHT. 3. All the times she tried to discipline HT, my sister, I can count twice. One of them I'm being HT as well, with a plastic PVC blue pipe. I remember a part of my BTT was with a white line because of that pipe. I'm starting to cry already while typing this. I don't think I'll ever * give her for everything she did to me. One time I have a choir practice. I was playing. I was elementary, with my friends under the mango tree. She started calling me on my keypad phone. I got home. My little brother was a baby at that point. She went to me, PSHED me to the floor, held my hair and started pulling and pushing back and forth. I didn't cry. Why? Because I'm used to it. After that I was sitting down, she threw a baby bottle on my head. And that wasn't enough for her. When my father came back from work, she told him about it. I was about to go to the bathroom to pee. My father got the anus stick and started baiting me. I peed on my skirt. It felt so humiliating for me. I still hate him to this day because of it. I try to forget. Sometimes I do, but when I remember it, it still makes me angry. One time I was also playing with my neighbors. She called me to eat lunch, but I don't want to eat yet. What did she do? She got the blunt meat KNFE we have and started to sort of push it down my bare leg. I saw the mark. Thank God it did not cut through. I'm drooling my eyes out right now. It's been years, yet it still makes me cry every time I think about it. I was a majorette, someone who dances in festivals. We were wearing TNY skirts. I was 11 years old at this point, I think. I told her I don't want to go. I was just eating lunch at that time. YK, what she did? She took the wooden broom and the wood part. She HT me on my leg. There were marks of it that turned a bit red, tiny blood clots, so it looked like a wand. She asked me to borrow concealer from the neighbor and she applied it on where she HT, bot of my legs have it, and told me if someone asks me what those are, I'll just say IFLL on a rock. Which my teammates ask what those are, as those little SKRTS shows my legs. When she's mad that I don't answer as respectful as she wants, she PN chess me on my arm. I still remember I was next to the wall. She was PN-ching me non-stop. I'm just looking, because turns out, after a few PN chess, the pain is gone, just pressure. She also PN ched me again and again in front of my father when I got home late once when I was in high school. My father was just laying there. I'm just looking until maybe he felt bad and started to stop her. One day I went home a bit late from school. She HT me with a metal ladle you use for cooking. When I was 11, I got a crush. We became in a relationship for one day, then he BRKE up with me. YK, puppy love. I was extremely HRT, so I wrote it down a paper to give him, but I don't really want to give it. I just wrote it, then I slept. The day after, morning, I have to go to school. She was so angry at me. I already knew why. She was putting the laundry on the rack. I was eating. She was PN-ching my arm, then going back to put the clothes up. Then PN-ching me hard on my arm, then PN-ching while saying obscenities to me, that I'm a SLT, cursing, etc. One night I remember, she was angry at me IDKY, she was about to HT me with a whole metal fan, then street BBED me on my leg with a ball pen, though it's not that deep. I was in school, 11 at that time. In front of other children and parents I just ate lunch. We have a wood project to make this tiny stool to sit on. I don't want to do it and I wanted to play. What she did? She HT me on my leg with the metal hammer. My bone did not shatter, so still good IG. My grandma was in the house. She was angry at me again. She HT me with a wooden broom. I remember my grandma said, "Don't hit your children in front of other people." In my head was like, oh, she's so kind, but wouldn't it be possible to not HT me at all? Sometimes she's BATING with a remote of the TV until it's all over the place, which I think is still light compared to everything. I remember, I think I was 8 at that time or 9, I was laying on my stomach, my father was baiting me with a wooden thick stick, and I don't have a memory of how it ended or whatever, until a few months ago we have to go to church. I went to where our car is. My father was in the store next to it talking to our neighbors who owns the store. He's like, when me was young and he was baiting me, IPASED out, he was confused to why I wasn't making a sound, then he saw me I was purple, and that I wasn't bridge 3-atting so he carried me, saying all this with a smile on his face. There, I got the connection why I don't remember what happened, because I lost consciousness. Saying all this with a FCKING smile on his face as if it's funny, and he's saying it like he's so FCKING proud. I remember it was afternoon and I was looking for my small amount paper money. I couldn't find it, and mother, as I could not C king stomach calling her my mother anymore, because I never had one, and a father of some sort. She found it, and sort of SLPPED it on my mouth because I couldn't find it. It's not like I'm screaming while trying to find it, no. Probably the worst in my memory. IDK what I did that time, but I guess I said something she didn't like. She went to the kitchen and took a KNFE. She tried to STB me on my back, but I was able to miss it. The day after, she told me, if you weren't able to miss that, it's already your funeral today. It happened until I was 17. I thought to myself I have to fight back or else this wouldn't stop. One day, she was about to HT me, when she went near me while I was sitting down, IKCKED her in the stomach and CRSED. She looked at me and speechless for a moment. I didn't know if I should feel bad or not, but I know that's the only way all this would stop. My older sister is in there too, watching. I went upstairs and took my CTTER, the BL at DE thing you use for arts and crafts. I held it on my hand while facing sideways on an open door, waiting for her to get inside because I was 101% decided that if she comes near me I'll SLT her threat. I was just standing there, waiting for her to come near me and hurt me. My older sister is just standing there saying, "Are you really gonna STB mother?" I didn't say anything. I was just staring at them and waiting for her to come inside my room, which she didn't. Going back, earlier with what happened when I said, "You do it," I heard her say, "If get to my limit, I will HT you. Don't say you're tall." In my head, I'm like, yeah, try it. I'll SLT your threat. And I was just waiting and waiting. And no, I am not afraid to go to J at L. So, am I the a-hole for not loving and being disrespectful to my mother? Edit. To answer some questions I think will be important, I am not an orphan. I am still at school for my other degree, so I can't find another place to live in RN. My boyfriend is in the States and I'm still waiting for him to go to my country so we could be together, but at this time not yet. Thank you for reading and probably commenting. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much.